In this video, we're gonna talk about between operator. This is also one of the very widely used operators which help us to sort our query results. And between operator helps us to select the values within a certain given range. And the values can be numbers, text, or dates. Between operator is used in the where clause. So when we are writing our where clause, we specify the column name which we want to filter, and then we specify the range to give us the specific results. For example, very simple and widely used example could be is that when we want to filter the price of the product and we want it to be in a certain range. For example, we want the price to be between 100 and 400. So this query would give us the result set where all products would have the price between 100 and 400. An important thing to notice here that when we will run this query, we will receive the result including these two numbers, 100 and 400. So let's jump to SQL Live and practice some. First of all, as always, I will select the entire table just to see what we have, and then we will write our queries according to what we have and what we want to see. So I will select entire table from the HR database, and I will use employees table this time. Okay, let's run it. And in our employees table we have, for example, salary, which is numeric column, and we have also some manager ID, department ID that we can use, and we also have some date. So we will be writing queries. First of all, let's write the query with the numeric value. We will use this salary, and we will specify the condition, and we will write the query where we want the result set to be displayed only the rows where the salary is between 17,000 and 14,000. Okay, so select, and I'll select the entire table, all the columns from HR employees, and here I'll go and tell where we are filtering the salary column, where the salary is between, we say between 17,000 and 14,000 and 14,000. Okay, let's run it. Okay, now here this is our entire table, and when we scroll down, okay, you see that it says no data found. What does it mean? Basically it means that it wasn't able to give us the result set where the salary range would be between 17,000 and 14,000. The reason is that first we gave the 17,000, and we asked the SQL to give us the results between these two numbers, but if you just think logically, 17,000 comes after 14,000, so it doesn't give us any result. And for example, if you copy and just paste it down below, and I'll just change the numbers here, and we will see what happens next. In this case, we should receive some rows. Okay, here you go, and we have the employee ID 101, 2, and 45. So that means that when you are specifying some range, you need to give a correct range. For example, you can't just say like, hey, give me from 2000 to, I don't know, 500. You need to give like from 500 to 1000, from smaller number to the bigger number. Okay, hope that makes sense. And let's work with some text. Okay, first name, last name, all of them are text. So we'll write the query to give some range. Okay, let's select first name, and last name. And in the where clause, I will tell that I want to get the results and filter it like by the first name, and I want it to be in the certain range, so I'll give two names, where first name is between, for example, between, say, Lex and we have John, so I'll give John. Let's run it. Okay. Now it says from keyword not found where expected. Oh, okay. We forgot to mention from HR employees. Okay, now it should work. Again, we see no data found. It means that something is wrong. And if you look at here, L comes after J, and it basically first, before giving any results between these two values, it first sorts them by ascending order from A to Z, and then it goes and searches for the values between those two values. And when it does, it actually can't find anything between L and J, because J comes before L. And I'll do the same. I'll copy and paste to demonstrate how it will actually work out if you write it correctly. John and Lex. So I'll comment this out just not to load the SQL. So let's run it. Okay, now we received first names and last names, and the first name, all of them are between John and Lex. So here is John and here is Lex. It doesn't sort the results yet, but before actually performing our query behind the scenes, it sorts first and then looks for the values between those between this range. So here you go, we have two Johns, and important thing here, all John and Lex are included in the result set. So the same thing was here, 14,000 and 17,000, they were included, and the same thing when you're saying that you want to get values between some range and you're giving some text values. Okay, in our table we also have some dates, and between and operator works with the dates too. Let's write some query with the dates. Okay, I'll write select, and I'll select all the columns. Okay, let's select first name, and let's select the hire date. I want the hire date to be shown, and we want it from HR employees, and where the hire date. So we want to specify some range for hire date between, say, I want it to be between, okay, we have August. Okay, when we were writing the date in this format, we will use the quotes, and I'll specify the date 20th August 05, and I want it to be December 20th December 05. Let's see. I'll comment out these ones. Okay. Hire date. Okay, it's not hire data, it's hire date. Okay. Here we go. And we have the first name, hire date. All of them are between August 20th and December 20th. Here you go. And the same thing would happen here if, for example, we would first say December 20th and August 20th. That wouldn't make sense, and it would just don't give any results. So, and I want to write some more queries to show you that it can be very complex if you add some more operators or clauses to filter your results. And we've already learned some AND operator, we learned OR operator, and we also learned NOT operator. So let's use them and write couple more queries. Okay, so I want to receive the result set where I will give some range for the hire date, and I will also specify the salary amount. Okay, select, and I want to display, for example, first name, I want to display last name too, and I want hire date, and also I want the salary amount. Okay, I'll get it from the HR database, employees table, and I will use where clause, and I'll go ahead and write the hire date between, let's say the same thing, between 20th August 05, and I want it to be until December. Okay, 05. And after that we can give some more conditions, and we will give the salary amount. For that we will just use AND operator. So I'll write AND and say this salary to be equal, for example, to 17,000. Okay. Okay, so we have only one employee who is Nina, and the hire date is 21st September, which actually matches our condition between August and December, and her salary is 17,000 that we wanted. Okay, and we can also write here, for example, the other numerical operators, so we can say to be less than that. Okay, and in this case I think we will get some more rows. Yes, look, all of them are less than 17,000. And when we are using this numerical operator, less than 17,000 is not included in the result set. Look. Okay. And let's use OR operator. I'll write one more query. And okay. I just copied and pasted the previous one, the previous query. And I want to use, for example, OR. And in this case, we will receive more results too. Look, we have 17,000 salary September. And then if you look here, the hire date here, hire date is not between August and December 2005, but it meets our second condition, which is salary to be equal 17,000. Here you go. And that's why it works. Okay. And we also used not operator, so I'll write one more query to demonstrate how it works. So we hear salary, and we can just say and not. So it's easy. And we received all of them, but not 17,000. Okay. In one more way how you can write this the same query, we can just omit this not and use the standard numerical operator not equal. In Oracle database management system, I already told that we used exclamation mark and equal sign together in order to say that, hey, give us the result set where it does not equal to something. Okay. Yep, 9 rows selected, so is not equal to 17. And look, it says 9 rows selected, and here the same 9 rows selected. And if I go up, if you compare them, we've got the same result. It's the same thing. So it's two ways how you can write the query to receive the same result. Okay.